Hey, so, well, not like a lot of people, but people have been asking me like when, not when, how, and stuff like girlfriend. Because I've met the boys four, four times. So the first time I met them, I was girlfriend. So yeah, I'm gonna tell how basically like all that junk happened. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, so me and my friends, the day before our concert, we all went shopping and all that, and then we got home from the mall at like 8. So it's like 8 o'clock on June 7th. And we stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning, and then like we were making posters and stuff. So I was all like, let me just send a picture of the poster to Miles, and then like he replied. So I was like, whoa. And he's all like, I can't wait to see you. So I was like freaking out. And then like we all finally went to sleep at 2:30. And then I set the alarm for 4:30 and I woke up at 4:29. I was getting them, I was like, wake up, like we have to go. And then we left at like 6 and we stopped somewhere and we got to the venue at like 7 something. And there was already girls there, so I was like, well, I woke up at 4:30, I wasn't even like first in line. I was kind of sad. But yeah, then we were in line and all that junk. We got Starbucks, we got food, and we were all hanging out there. And then like there was this girl in line in front of me, and like it was like around like an hour or so before the show started. So we were like, let's go wait at the back door so we could see them. Went to the back door. We're out there for like 20 minutes. We didn't see anyone. And then some random girl I didn't know at the time, like she came up to us, like we were all talking. We're at the back door, just like hanging out. And then we seen like a bus, like a black Mercedes bus, up the street, like from us, and we were all like, "Can that? Is that? It can't." So we were like, "Okay, let's run up there." And we ran, and like when we got there, like when I got there, like when we got to where the bus was parked, it was only Connor outside the tour bus, and like I didn't know who Connor was at the time. I only knew KAM, Tyler, Kaylin, Miles, Jake. So I was like, "Okay, then it's not KAM." So we ran back. And then we were like, me and my other friend, like the girl I went to concert with, we were sitting at the back door again, and then we hear girls screaming, and I turned to look where the bus was, and it was gone, and I was like, that was them. Like, what? So we were sitting there, and then the venue security guy, he was a meanie, and he let us sit there, and then right when they opened the bus door, he was like, get out. I was like, no, and I started crying. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, no, like, I have to meet them. If I don't ever meet them, like, what? No. So then I walked, and I was like, what the heck? No. So I ran back. Then when I got to, like, where they were, like, Miles was hugging some girl, and Kaylin was walking out of the bus. And I was just standing there, like, I didn't know what to do. So I just started crying. Miles saw me, and he was like, hey. And I was like, so I ran again. And then, like, everybody was like, oh, my God, are you okay? Because I was, like, freaking out in the line, like, freaking out, like hyperventilating, crying, everything, because I thought I was like never gonna meet them. And then we're in line ready, because our show was early. The Boston show for Chase Dreams tour, the first part was like 12, so it was really early. So we were about to go in, and then some girl's like, oh my God, like Kaylin's right there, and I brought them candy. So I was like, watch out, excuse me, my time to shine. So I went over to Kaylin, and I was like, oh, can you give this to Mosh for me? He's like doing this light skin thing, like, only if I could have some. And I was like, yeah, go ahead. And then like a person, she's all like, oh my God, you met Kaylin before me. I was like, it's what I was like. I had a message to deliver. So then went down, like, oh, pause, missed a part. While we were in line, like when we got food and stuff, one of my friends went to the store and got note cards, so I wrote my Twitter on like a bunch of them. We were throwing them on stage. I was like, yeah. So we got in the concert. We were throwing them on stage, like our Twitter cards, and like the song right before Girlfriend, Be Okay, came on. So I was like, everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. So then I didn't even know. Like, I'm so lucky I did it when I did, but So for me to be girlfriend, I wrote on a piece of paper, on a note card. I was like, oh, Miles, I'm gonna be a girlfriend. And then he looked at me and I was like, and then he's like, I got you. And I was like, I started screaming at the top of my lungs, freaking out. And then they were like, oh, we got a little surprise for you guys. We'll be right back. And they went backstage, and I'm sitting there like, I'm about to be girlfriend. Like, it's gonna freaking, what? No. So then he comes out, the song starts, there's 2 girls on stage already, and I'm like, but just me and you, what? Why? Bye? No. You did not just play me like that. And then he pointed at me, he was like, come here. And I was like, what? So I got on the stage so quick, I almost knocked the speaker over, like, because there's a speaker right in front of me, so I almost knocked it over. Got on stage, and he was like, oh, my bad, sorry, you don't have a chair. And then, like, he's like, what's your name? Thanks for coming. Like, just saying a bunch of stuff. Saying stuff. I'm kidding. But, yeah. And, like, so there's all that junk. It was great. Awesome. Yeah. So then, like, right before I got off stage, like, he grabbed me and he was saying stuff. And then, yeah, and the kid was all like, oh, my God. And I was all like, what? I was not just girlfriend. Like, that did not just happen. Like, no. So concert ended, and I was all like, no, like, I need a picture with Miles, because I didn't have an actual picture with Miles. I got one with Kaylin, though. But, so we went to the back door, and Grover's my homie, he was all like, oh, if you're quiet and you get in the line, like, we'll have them come out. So we all quiet, and then Kaylin comes out, and I was like, oh, yeah, we gotta be quiet. So then, like, we took our pictures and stuff, and then, like, I was like, Kaylin's eating the candy. Kaylin was eating the candy I told him to give to Miles, even though I said he could have some. Like, no, it was from Miles. And then, yeah, I was like, oh, I see you like the candy too, like just messing around with them. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, whoa, that didn't, yeah. So then I took a picture with Kaylin and Miles was out there, and I was like, where is Bay? Like, I don't understand. Then I saw JP, so I was like, oh, my best friend likes Jakey Pizza. I was like, come over here. And like Jake was like in the middle of talking to some girl, but he said he had to go. So before he walked away, I like grabbed his shirt and I was like, can my friend get a picture with you? He's like, can my Pringles be in it? And then like all of us, we were like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, sorry. And I like let his shirt go. Then they took the picture and the Miles came out, and then he was taking pictures, but my friend was getting pictures with Jake and I was taking the floor. So I was like, I can't just drop our phone and run even though I wanted to. But then Miles, he walked in, he got into the bus, and I was like, he's like, bye, and he waved to me, and I was like, guys. So then, on the way home, their tour bus was going the same way as us, so like, for like 20 minutes they were following us, and I took a picture of their tour bus, like, on the back windshield of my car, and I was like, why are you following me? And he DM'd me back, he's like, thanks for your love today, it was like so great meeting you, and I was like, guys, oh my god, like, he just DM'd me again, like, what is my life? What? Then we went home, we found out there was gonna be a meet and greet, so we had to, like, beg my friends, we were like, please, like, cause we don't want to go to school, so we like, we don't have to go to school, like, why do we have to go? We want to be first. Then we ended up having to go to school, and we still went to the meet and greet, though, so my friend's mom picked us up from school, and we drove to the meet and greet, and then waiting in line for a little bit, and then Grover came up to me and he's like, hey, weren't you the girl on stage yesterday? You and Miles looked really cute. And I was like, Grover, you're the best. Like, Grover is my main one. And then I went in, freaking insane. Like, I went up to Miles and like I screenshotted a picture of us from the video of Girlfriend, and I showed him. He's like, but you're just so beautiful and like we look good together. And I was like, like, I couldn't even talk, so I just walked away. I felt really rude at the moment, but I didn't know what to say. Now my friends took their pictures and junk, and they kicked us out because the place where we had our meet and greet was a shoe store. Kaylin's fault. I blame Kaylin for that. So like we couldn't all stay in at once, so like after my group went in, we had to leave, so then we were all sitting and waiting. We were at McDonald's and all that junk. And I took a Vine, and they liked the Vine, like, while we were there, so I was freaking out, and, like, I was dancing and being weird, and I was like, why would you have to see this of everything? Then I went home, and, yeah. So that was this 2-day part story, how I met them.